Hey guys, welcome to the Investor's Guide of Memphis Real Estate. I'm your host, Dean Harris, and as always, I'm with Douglas Skipworth. How are you, buddy?
Hey man, doing great.
We're bringing you the podcast to give you the boots on the ground knowledge to be a successful real estate investor here in Memphis, Tennessee. Please like and subscribe to the Investor's Guide of Memphis Real Estate on our YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, wherever you want to listen to it. Show sponsors are listed on the screen below. We could not do this podcast or run our own rental business without these guys. We got Triumph Construction, River City Title, Corland Financial, CrestCore Property Management, and Will Griffin with Griffin, Clift, Everton, and Mashmeyer. I help buyers and sellers every day. Dean at CrestCore.com if you want to get our buyer profile link sent so you can start reviewing the properties we send out. Or if you have anything here to sell, Dean at CrestCore.com. I'll be happy to help you. What's going on?
Hey man, doing great.
Yeah. The market is shifting. Our real estate market is shifting, and I don't know if it. I don't want to say it's a shift like it's damn falling off a cliff,
Right.
Or I don't want to say
Transitioning.
it's just a little small earthquake-able move. Tremors. There you go, Alec. We can use tremors. So I'm today's topic is just the market is shifting. Are you ready? So are you? I mean, our whole market is just moving a little. And what I mean by that is one of our first comments here, one of our first stats we were talking about is we've for the first time since 2018, we have more active listings, properties for sale than we do buyers to buy them. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that some huge monster indicator of the market? I mean, yeah.
I was going to say that's in Memphis, but that's nationwide.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. Zillow and NAR and others are putting out. There are more buyers than there are sellers.
Yeah.
I mean, there
more
sellers. There are more listings than there are buyers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And our interest rate is the biggest, culprit for that. It's keeping everybody down. And I think right now you're at 6 3/4 or 6.5, right? Is that
Yeah. I saw it's like you can get 5.99 for a 15-year. So, but if there's 30-year, you're almost 7, 6.5, 7, somewhere in that range.
So, that's not that doesn't get anybody excited because most of the buyers in this market were looking when the rate was from 3 to 6.
Yeah.
And now you're getting 7, and which is not historically bad, but you look at it's like a nightmare. So, to me, we have more listings, according to NAR and nationally, to me, that just smells like opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, I immediately thought the Buffett quote, right? The Warren Buffett is like, be fearful when everybody's greedy, when others are greedy.
And be greedy when others are fearful.
Right? And it seems like people are a little more timid, a little more fearful right now.
Douglas, I think if the people are scared to death. I mean, the whole state of California is burning down. I mean, people are weirded out with everything. With everything. So I would say that right now, this is a move when others are fearful. I mean, like
zig when others are zagging kind of thing.
I mean, I do think this is the time. Last week's podcast, we talked about don't be afraid to send out offers and send things out there because I'm seeing more stuff accepted now than I have in several years. Closing costs paid for, credits at closing, lower prices from the listing price. I mean, like I'm just seeing all of those things start to come around. So
do you see this is quick question. Do you see under contract price and do an inspection and then a reduction in contract price?
About half the time.
Okay. So, I mean, I think that's a good piece of advice or good fact for people to know is like when you get something under contract, just because you contracted this price and then you go and do an inspection, you don't have to stay contracted at that price. You can reduce the price. There's room to negotiate. Cancel the contract.
Smooth out of that thing. That's why I keep telling everybody here, make offers. Send offers in. We're not going to do 50 cents on the dollar offers. Send in a respectable low offer, if that is such a thing, and get that submitted, and let's just figure it out. You got to come up a little to get it under contract. What Douglas just said, let's inspect it, and maybe there's some things we can find out that are wrong, and we can request a little bit lower price on that.
And sellers are willing to accept it right now is what I heard.
Sellers are willing to work with you more than what they were a year, 18, 24 months ago, 100%.
Or back to that chart we used. I brought that chart again, that chart we used last week, but 20, 21, 22, 2021, 2022, sellers wouldn't have to negotiate anything.
No,
they didn't have to budge
price,
anything.
buy it or don't, because the rate was 3%, and everybody was trying to buy everything they could. So
now it's okay. I think that's really good info.
I think it's valuable info, and I think that was my reason for bringing up the market is shifting. Are you ready? I think this is an opportunity for you to start firing off offers, start firing off questions, and trying to get yourself a little bit more prepared.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
With rates where they are, this is stalling the movement. Now's your chance. I hate this phrase, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You marry the house and date the rate. That's a terrible phrase for residential owner occupants.
Yes.
You can get caught in a real bad thing there. We're not buying in a price range where I think a point higher is going to dramatically affect your ability to buy the property and manage it. I mean, if you're buying a $500,000 owner-occupant home, a point difference in the interest rate makes a pretty significant difference in your payment.
Yes, right. That's a big deal.
In a $175,000 investment
Rental.
home that someone's paying the rent and you're getting it at a good price, that 1 point is not making a huge difference. So in this case, I am going to say marry the house and date the rate. Okay. If you find a great home, and I'm telling you, I bought 14 of these in 2023 with a really high interest rate. I'm working on the refi now because it's so much lower.
I wondered.
I'm doing it now because they're real high. I mean, close to double digits on some of them. But we're getting properties at 75,000.
I remember
that
what a
were
deal.
now 100. So it's a little painful at the moment. But I'm moving this along to the next thing. But you're exactly right. I mean, I married those houses.
Yes.
And I dated the rate for a year and a half. So I'm not talking like I don't do this. I just got done doing it.
Hey, one thing that I saw and I love that, and that's so true. One thing I saw yesterday, a statistic from Redfin that the rent, don't forget this, the rent rate in Memphis is historically as high as it's ever been in May of 2025. So it's $1,274 is the historic high. So but my point being that when you purchase this property and you lock in this interest rate, don't forget that rent is going to increase over time, even though your payment's locked in and you feel like I'm running my numbers off of this rent. Rent is at the highest it's ever been in Memphis.
I had an investor. I'm going to tell the story again. I had a kid from New York. He was on the stock exchange.
That's the best story.
Yeah, super young guy. I think he was 24, 25, but man, was he sharp. Super intelligent. Called me. I'll make the long story short. Called me, wanted to buy $250,000 houses. The rent, the rent was 18, 19, $2,000 in some cases. I'm like, man, are you cash flowing at all? Not really. So I'm asking why you're buying. He's like, well, just look at it like this. He's like, I've done research for almost a year on this. I'm like, okay, sure. He goes, in 10 years, your average rent in Tennessee and in Memphis specifically is going to go up 30%. I was like, okay, that sounds about right. He's like, and my value is going to go up about 25 in 10-year stretch. Now, it's not going to be 3% every year.
Yes.
But he said over a 10-year stretch, the rent's going to be 30% higher. So on a $2,000, we're talking about $2,600 now. Same property, same price, same rate that you have. Maybe you refi it and it's even lower. It got even better. Then I understood his long-term play. Might be a little scary for some, but the fact is the rent's going to be 30% higher in 10 years.
I've told it, but one of my biggest regrets and faults, and initially were two-sided, was not factoring in appreciation and not factoring in rent growth.
Yeah.
Because if I had done that initially, I could have bought houses like that instead of feeling like I had to get something that's, it's got to be a little cheaper because it's got to pay the mortgage and it's got to do all this today.
Yeah.
Instead of being a little longer-term view and get something that's going to appreciate more. And the rents are higher now than they've ever been. That's amazing.
It is amazing because it's staying that high. And I think whole reason why I started selling investment deals here is because we had so much room to grow. Such a low entry point in Memphis. We had so much to develop, and it's like, the rent hadn't caught up here. So I still don't think it has.
Oh man,
I still think we got a long way to go. People think they're shocked at rent now.
I was talking to somebody, a colleague who has a family member in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, I love Charleston.
Yeah, they're paying like $5,000 for a 2-bedroom.
Did I talk to them about our stuff over there?
Yeah.
We were cheaper than that. They must have wanted something.
It's just so. All that to say, Memphis is still very affordable, even at the $1,274 highest rent ever. that's still affordable.
You're getting in
Believe
about,
it or not, that's still affordable.
You can get into about $120,000 to $150,000 house in a decent neighborhood for that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why this works here so much. Number 3, off-market deals are becoming more and more available. If you're not looking and searching for off-market deals through me, there's a reason why we do that.
Yeah,
through
we'll say
me,
that.
then I think you're missing out on opportunities. Don't be afraid to work with wholesalers. I'll screen this. I work with all of them here. We've got a laundry list of guys and gals that we work with and love working with them. I do caution you on going directly to them. There is no governing body. They don't have any kind of code of ethics or a licensure process. So, I mean, some of these guys and gals can say anything to you. I have good relationships with a lot of them. You will receive off-market properties if you fill that buyer link out and you get you start receiving our deals. You'll start getting off-market deals, and we tell you if it's off-market. But I'm getting more and more
from wholesalers.
Yeah, and that tells me, we just got done saying that we have more listings and properties available for sale than we have in 7 years. So the people that have a home that's distressed and they're further down, they're ready, and their home is not going to be sold through the regular traditional process. So they're taking lower amounts from wholesalers directly, and they're getting rid of their properties that way. In 17, 18, 19, this was 70% of our business. The MLS just didn't really have anything. And then when the rates drop, everybody wants the max amount. Everything goes to the MLS. We're beginning to see a small tick back to more off-market properties because they can't get what they want on the MLS. And they know it ahead of time. They don't even try it. I'm getting way more.
That's good. See, this is such valuable information because you're in the trenches doing this all day, every day, and B, you've been doing it for 20 years.
20 years, and
you can see.
I can see that trend of what off market's coming. So we have I know you guys and gals are listening to me right now that are clients of ours that want a burr. I know they're listening because we've got plenty of people that want a burr. It's coming. Just hang tight. We've got more off-market deals that are coming in. So I wanted to make sure that I means that. That just meant there's just more desperation, more people that want to sell. And we do have those extensive wholesale connections. So Dean at CrestCore.com, I can get you all set up with that.
Love it.
Get yourself ready to make offers. We talked about a little bit of this in last week's podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
I wanted to reiterate it again today. Get yourself ready to make offers. If we need to talk further to explain that, we can. But to me, what that means is just talk to your banks, talk to your property source, your one and only property source. Shameless plug. But talk to your property sources and just get in touch with property management and just kind of get a feel. Hey, I'm getting ready to get going. You're my new contact, or you're the same contact, or what? Get yourself ready.
Good.
If you go play a basketball game, do you practice before? Certainly, right? Does coach try to get you ready and run your calisthenics? I said that to my kids the other day. Like, what's that?
What? They don't call it calisthenics.
I don't think so. Get your exercises and get yourself stretching and get yourself in great shape and get ready to play the game. I mean, that's good. Because that's what's coming. You just need to get your mind right. You need to get your information correct, how you're receiving it. I mean, like as simple as, how am I getting these emails?
Yeah.
You need to break it all down because you need to be ready. I mean, there's going to be opportunities that are coming up. So to me, it's get yourself ready to make offers, and then obviously just start making.
Yeah, I mean that's a great point, because I think you've got a lot of action items here where people can you can really do things like you can talk to your lenders, you can talk to your property manager, or talk to your contractor. What are you going to do with the property? Have that lined up. Basically, it's like build your team. Build your team before you need your team.
That's right.
We've talked about that before. It's like go have those conversations and be ready as you're looking and learning, as you're making offers, so that you can hit the ground when the opportunity comes, which it sounds like the opportunity's there, coming, or if not already here.
We've got some that are here and they're on the way. We did an entire podcast on Build Your Team, so you can go look that up on the YouTube channel. I mean, just get yourself ready. Lastly, fill out that CrestCore buyer profile link. It can't hurt. It's free. All I'm going to do is send you houses, 1 or 2 emails a day. We've combined it down now to where we're doing 1 email with several houses.
I like that.
So it's not because we're getting similar houses, so we're not trying to send out so many emails. But fill out that buyer profile link. Get yourself ready to start receiving those properties. Dean at CrestCore.com. That's my last kind of getting yourself ready for our market shifting. I mean, it's not a complete tumble yet, and I don't think it's going to get to a tumble. But I think we're going to see some movement. And I've always said on this podcast, stagnant and stale is not what I look for.
Right, no.
As an investor, not as an agent. This is Investor Dean talking. I don't want stale and I want it's really good, it's really great, or man, the bottom's dropping out of it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
when the opportunities
that's when the
present
opportunities
themselves.
are. And right now we're in one of these shifty motions. I don't know if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down, but it's moving. So that's why today I thought, get yourself ready, start preparing. I think we're going to see some changes in 6 to 12 months. Good or bad, I don't know. I mean, like I'm not a fortune teller, but I mean, I do think the rumbling is there. Is the volcano going to just spill a little bit over, or is we going to think it explodes? So, anything else to add?
That's good.
All right. Okay, guys, thanks for listening. Dean at CrestCore.com. If you have any other questions, we'll see you next time.